And we are live. Good morning, everybody. It's your favorite truck driver, ex-truck driver in the whole wide world. It's Bitcoin Ben, here for the morning. Time to take my medicine. Now, number one, I got these little bitty ones right here. That helps my tummy. Then, of course, vitamin D, sugar, and whenever I am talking to an XRP person, a Ripple lover, ibuprofen. So we got all of everyone my age, all right? Everyone my age has like a regiment of pills. I don't know why. It's just we do. Now, today, guys and gals, number one, I'm doing a 3-hour show tonight. All right. 3-hour show tonight at 6 on my Patreon channel. For those of you who have watched the latest Cliff High video, see, it's all coming together. Is everyone starting to see it? Yesterday, what area did Cliff High talk about? Salvador. El Salvador area. South America. Where did the Founders Group launch their office? Salvador, El Salvador. Well, what are the odds on that? What are the odds that the Founders Group, me and a few partners, launched a company out of El Salvador, and Cliff High is now talking about Salvador, El Salvador. Oh, very strange. Unless you know the history. Unless you know the real history of the world. See, I'm not going to tell you that I know the full history of the world. But tonight, I'm going to tell you most of the history of the world. I'll give you a hint. Think of the world. Now, I need you to clear your mind. All right? Take everything you thought you knew and throw it away. I want you to think like this. Everything that is small is big. Everything that is big is small. Morning, Bob. I can always tell when Bob wakes up. His little light turns green. Now, if you watched Cliff High's video, his latest one, World War with, then you may get. See, Cliff is so close, but he hasn't quite put it together yet. See, he talked about, well, what's going on up in Antarctica. Why are they finding these? Right, Cliff. All right, Cliff was talking about Salvador, Brazil. That's true. But if you know the history of the area, El Salvador and Brazil and the Salvadorian cities, there's a chain of cities in South America called Salvadors. They're all named Salvador, all right? But there's El Salvador, there's Brazilian Salvador, there's several different Salvadors. But there's a connection. There's a trade connection between them that's ancient, right? Now, tonight, and I'm rubbing my ear on purpose for 3 people. They know what that means. All right. Tonight, we're going to be talking about Antarctica. Now, if you know anything about the L, then you understand that the machines that they used to transport goods and move themselves across the world produced water. The ships that they had produced water. All right. Now, can anybody tell me, listen close, can anybody tell me where on the earth is water produced? Where does water come from? Not thawing of the icebergs or any of that. What creates water? Have you ever learned in school what place on earth creates water? What created all the water? What is water? All right. No. H2O. Yes, that is the definition of water. Right? Liberal tear ducts. That's funny. No. What creates water? Does anyone know? Have you ever had anybody tell you what creates water? What area of the world creates water? No. Nope. Rick? Nope. Clouds? Nope. Clouds capture moisture, but they do not produce water, right? See, this is the little secret that everybody's missing. There was a lot more land. No, not the ocean. The ocean does not create water. There was a lot more land exposure 12,400 years ago. You're right. All right. Hydrogen. What creating energy using hydrogen, what's the byproduct? Water. Water. Hydrogen. The byproduct is water. Now, think of the earth like this. All right, remember, the earth produces. The earth is alive. The earth creates life. The earth creates material. The earth creates elements. The earth is a production facility. That's what the earth is. It produces things. It grows things. I want you to understand the reason the elites think they own the earth is because the earth is one of the planets that actually produce and grow elements. The universe is larger. Here, all right, this evening I'll get into more detail. But I'll say this. Think of the earth as a Walmart in the galaxy. All right. Now, Star Wars, the movie franchise, is not far off. Star Wars is actually very close to the truth. Right? We think that trade and we think that capitalism is a human creation. No. capitalism and universal trade. There's a trade, and there there are universe corporations. This may sound odd to you, but tonight I'm going to explain it to you because I remember the whole hole in the atmosphere in the 90s. This was a huge thing. There's a hole above Antarctica. There's a hole in the atmosphere. It's just horrible. Remember that? That was all bullshit, folks. That was all bullshit. Let me tell you what has been going on for thousands and thousands of years. The Earth has been a galactal shopping center. Think of the Earth as a mall. Think of the Earth as like a Costco for the galaxy. Aliens don't come down. Aliens do not come down here to pick up little humans and shove things up their butt. All right? Not really. Not average humans. All right? The reason that America, the globe, the global elites took us off gold. Gold is one of the most precious metals in the universe. All right. We traded gold for technology in the early 1900s. Now, I know this might sound odd to you guys, but I'm telling you the truth. And tonight, for the video, I'm going to walk you through this, and it makes absolute sense. Global trade, global mining, China, all right? When you here, Antarctica, do you know what land is under Antarctica? Under the ice, what's there? What is there under the ice in Antarctica? Hang on 1 second. All right, let me scroll out. All right, hang on a second here. Okay, now let's scroll in. Let this readjust. Let me scoot back here. Here we go. All right, let me scroll in here. Go over here, do. Okay, now I'm going to move this over. I'm going to show you guys something. All right. This is an area of Antarctica. All right. Now, let me share the screen here real quick. Share the screen. Boop, boop. Okay. This is Antarctica. All right, hang on a second. There we go. All right. You see all the white? Yeah. All right. That's all snow. All right. And ice. But do you know what this is? Underneath Antarctica is all coal. The land of Antarctica. Oh, I just got a note. Oh, how odd. I just got a notification that Facebook ended my stream on Facebook. I wonder why. Odd. Now, under Antarctica is coal. It's all coal. All right. You know why? Because the Earth, all right, over in Antarctica, think of Antarctica as the loading docks for the production facility of Earth. Antarctica's the loading docks. All right. Bingo. Brett, you nailed it. The bird expeditions found mountains of coal. Mountains. All right. Why is it? Think about this, folks. Why is it that we have countries all over the world, but no one country claims Antarctica? Why is it during every single war we never stop working together in Antarctica? During World War I, World War II, all sides were still working together in Antarctica. So it's okay if we blow the shit out of London. But hey, I'll meet you up in Antarctica and we'll work together. No. Why is China opening up 6 new coal plants this year? Why did the Vice President of America on election night 2016 go to Antarctica? Doesn't that seem like an odd trip? Excuse me. I know it's election night 2016. Or maybe it was election day. I don't remember. It was either right before Trump was elected or right after. All of a sudden, the vice president has an emergency trip to Antarctica. Doesn't that seem funny to somebody? What I'm telling you is the reason that the United Nations exist, the reason that the League of Nations was why they tried to create the League of Nations is that there's a certain group of people, and I use the word people, Vice President Biden went, right? There's a group of people that their bloodlines go back in history for thousands of years. They're the enlightened ones. They're the Illuminati. They're the managers of the planet. Now, the global population, think of the global population as the unemployed and employed. Now, there are two separate economies in the world. There's the on-earth economy. Then there's the off-earth economy. Why the hell does anyone know why the hell we've been building a space station for 45 years? Has anybody ever asked, why the are we building a space station? Has any politician ever said, you know what? The reason we build the space station is so that we can create an off-world docking station. For who? For what? Think about this, folks, and you got to think deeply. You have to let go of all the bullshit you've been taught. If you were going to launch a global currency, a universe currency, an earth currency, what would it look like? What would it be based on? Wouldn't it look a whole lot like the Bitcoin? The key, listen to me, folks. I know this sounds strange, but the reason it sounds strange is because most people have been taught an illusion. Take a second and think. We are flying on a big fucking rock out in the middle of space in a universe so big we can't even fathom how big it is. Do you honestly think that we've only been here a little while? Think of all of the Illuminati stories. Think of all the alien stories. Think of all of the biblical stories. And let your mind connect the dots. If you think, all right, if you think that in all of outer space, we're the only ones. If you don't think that consciousness, people, entities, other entities exist in this existence, you're missing the big picture, right? It's why the earth is now getting prepared. The Great Reset. The earth is getting prepared for the grand opening of the earth to a whole nother reality. All right. This whole other reality is going to blow your freaking mind. That's why they see, quit thinking just your lifetime. See, humans over the years, We have been taught that history, it begins and ends while we're alive. Once we die, that's it. There's nothing else. Now, think about this. Go back 150 years. Go back to, no, let's go back to 1900, right? 1900, 1900. And show, yes, that's my wife, and show them an iPhone. What would they think an iPhone was? If you had this in the 1840s, 1750s, 1680s, guess what? You're a witch. You're getting burned. It's just technology. It's manipulation of frequency. That's it. Right. You would be an alien. They would think you were an alien from someplace else. They would think it was magic. Now, what I'm telling you guys, how many people in here believe that there are aliens? I've seen this. The military released a bunch of videos, and that's not all they got. See, the military released, isn't it odd how the video the military released of the flying Tic Tacs, how the hell is it so grainy? How the hell is it not clear? Why is it every video of flying things looks like it was shot with a 1951 reel-to-reel camera? This, my friends, as this all comes out, it's all going to make sense. We, Earth and humans have been producing goods for off-world trade for centuries. The Earth used to be a lot more land mass, right? But a lot less water. Now, this federation, this universe federation, right? Humans in society, you can't shock them with one big explosion of truth. Our brains pop. If our brains cannot logically figure out what's in front of us, we go crazy. That's what causes us to go crazy, because we can't figure it out. Our brains are constantly doing hypotheticals. But if all of a sudden the government came out and said, oh, by the way, there's some history that we may have left out, and it involves intergalactical trade with beings that are able to modify DNA and create humanoid type of creatures. We can do that now. That's what this whole 19 thing was about. They're slowly exposing us to technology that has existed for thousands of years. We've always been the workers, right? We've always been the workers of the world, of the two economies. The first economy holds up us. We are it's why the governments call us franchises. It's why the legal system is actually based on a corporate structure. The global corporate legal system is based on corporate structures, because the earth has been ran as a company for thousands of years. Now, you can call me crazy, you can call me whatever you want, but it doesn't mean I'm wrong. And the more that you look into history, the more it explains it. If you think about it, what are they trying to do to the earth? What are they trying to do to humanity? They're trying to get humans to use less natural resources. They think we are stealing their product. Well, what is their product going to? Who's the product for? Why are we going into this new digital world, right? Yeah, Chris, I'm telling you, brother, this is not what I think. This is, right? This is not what I think. This is not what I feel. This this is what logically makes sense. Does anybody know anything about Antarctica? No, not really. Does Can you tell me what produced all the water on Earth? Water is not abundant in outer space. Why is it that NASA, right? NASA claims they're always looking for water. If we find water, we're going to find life. Why? Because what hydrogen is the universal fuel. You guys and others are going to find out that copper engines run on hydrogen. And hydrogen, the byproduct, is water. These global and world economies all over the universe run on copper, hydrogen powered engines, but they're not engines, they're frequency modulators. This is what I'm going to explain and I'll have video. I'll have I'm going to be quoting the Bible. I'm going to be showing you in Jewish literature from the old days. I'm going to show you shit from South America tonight on the 3-hour Patreon video. I'm going to show you all this. This is not me just making this bullshit up. Watch the water. I'm telling you, folks, that look at the people that Trump put in charge of the Space Force. You think Trump all of a sudden said, fuck it, you know what sounds good? a space force. Huh? Look at the people that he put in charge of the Space Force. One of the guys that he put in charge of the Space Force was recently kicked out of the Space Force because he was talking about what was really going on. Right? Folks, it's gonna blow people's mind when this comes out. And as this comes out, okay, a show of hands here. How many people think that Elon Musk is just some really smart guy who happens to purchase Twitter at just the right time? Anybody? Anybody think it's happenstance? Tom, yes, he's part of the plan. Yes, bingo. Read the naked Bible. Big time. Right? Either Elon is a white hat or the greatest trolls to ever live. Let me tell you about Elon Musk. Why is Elon Musk starting a global network of decentralized internet? Why does he have a company that works on spaceships? Why the hell would he buy Twitter? Let me do this. Let me go backwards. The first picture ever put out by number 17 was what? It was a picture of George Washington crossing the Delaware. What picture did Elon Musk just put out on Twitter? George Washington crossing the Delaware. At what point is everyone waiting for someone to go? Think of spaghetti. I always use this example. If you walk into your kitchen and you see your wife with noodles, you see your wife with a pot of boiling water, you see your wife with ragu, you see your wife with a hamburger, sausage, some tomatoes, and you walk up to her and you go, "Are you making spaghetti?" It's not that you're a freaking genius. It's not that you're working on a conspiracy. Your wife is making spaghetti. Oh, see, you start talking about this stuff, and here comes the sex bots. Look at this. Dude, my feed just got jammed up with a bunch of sex bots. Sexfind.info. That was hot. I'm just telling you guys. Yes. No coincidences, folks. Ah, Austin. Hey, shit. Yeah, that's something else. Oh, okay. Thank you, Austin. Yes, Elon is on to you. All right, now, you guys, please, please, please. All right, 2 things for you to do today. 2 things. I'm not asking, I'm telling you. Number 1, call 702-845-8276 and get your order in for a Liberty laptop. We've got to get you guys prepared for what's coming. That's why the title is what the title is. China-style internet controls coming. If you don't know how to navigate what we're about to go through, you're going to be cut off, and your laptop is going to, your computer is going to be useless from the inside out. It's going to shrink your internet. See, when they talk about a blackout, they're going to shrink the internet. Your laptop, Windows, Google, all this, iPhones, they're going to cut off all these exteriors, right? And you're going to have to know how to get around all of their blocks. That's what the Liberty laptop is. Call 702-845-8276. And tonight, 3-hour video, click my link under here and go to Entrepreneur Tier and Investor Tier on Patreon. All right, I gotta go. Love you guys. Bye-bye.